many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 14. First time with Miles Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
On third down, Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. They often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Mario Edwards from his in spot, able to push in there and drop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On the ground, McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, it actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception. The first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Second and 10. Tannehill once more. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
End of the first quarter.
The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First down, Chicago.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. Turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is McCaffrey. Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Brought down.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Titans! A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
1 yard gain.
As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's able to take this one out to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
A first down carry for Henry. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Anthony
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Here we go, tag. Mike 29. Hey, come on. Block.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
Tannehill
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I love the job they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Furtzer, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Tucker McCann.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
There's 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Push him back. Push him back. Slam, slam, slam. Watch it. Big gap, big gap, big gap. Hey, hey.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Sanders, the ball
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
4. And it's third down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete to Christian
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
On the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 10.
On that last play, here's 2nd and 4. from the gun. Jackson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Jackson's pass.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up third and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From his goal line here, Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Sets up first.
Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. You call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey, his 19th touchdown now on the season, and the Bears have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 17, Titans 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop.
23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to re-get through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Mike 29. Check pass, check pass. Check 24, check 24. Yo, check left,
They'll try and run for it with Henry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. To throw is Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jeff Slade, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Titans 21, Bears 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Third down.
Not guilty.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yeah, how much she do? She killed her daughter.
This will be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there. Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the ball really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, she killed her daughter, right?
Jackson to throw. And able to find John Brown. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Marty, you know when we call it a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Baby, chloroform, they had all the evidence against her, and they said she was not guilty. That's some bullshit. They would have wham bam booed her stupid ass.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up.
And I can't stand that mess ass bitch.
The perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One thing I will say though, she was honest about this case, but she messy.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Well, we can watch it tomorrow because it'll come back on.
Yeah, I'll probably do it once.
This place had 26,000 pages of stuff. 400 pieces of evidence. Over 90 witnesses of the verdict. And it's hard.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Come on,
so
bro.
now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. He's back to throw.
Ball game. Beat this nigga ass.
And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Today's final score, Bears 24.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
No, this after, because she got her hair blonde. Yeah. She only served 1,156 days. Mm-hmm. Not even that. It is, but it ain't even. That ain't even 3 years.
Scary because I hate being on camera, but at some point it releases that this is the end.
She gonna wrap it up for me. She gonna hear me.
This is the end and just the beginning.
Premieres next. Casey Anthony was the most hated woman in America. People would scream at her, calling her baby killer. The full truth came to light behind bars. I said, did you have anything to do with this? Casey told me things that no one else knew. She said, that's not my daughter. She's just not looking in the right place. That was a red flag. How would you know that? Join me for the premiere of So Many Secrets. Casey Anthony. Premieres next. Only on Lifetime.
Hold on. Yeah, babe, I'm fine.
What you do?
Nothing.
Casey Anthony has been charged with child neglect and criminal obstruction. The 22-year-old woman allegedly told police she dropped her daughter off with a babysitter in June and hasn't seen her since. When she first came in, all the other inmates started calling her baby killer. They started calling her whore. My name is Robin Adams, and I was incarcerated with Casey Anthony. I had entertained the thought of suicide. And the day that I met Casey Anthony, my life changed.
I forgot to let you know before I got in the shower, I was boiling me some eggs. My eggs I left in that pot.
Oh yeah, you forgot it.
Yeah, I just been in that all the time.
Did they bust over?
No.
Oh, you good?
But
I just never compared my life to hers. How could you? She was a party girl. She was active. When I learned
Oh, like for real? I haven't watched her lately.
It made me start questioning, why is there no emotion? She looked at me with a blank stare. That's the full definition of a sociopath. Casey told me things that she has never told anyone. She said, that's not my daughter. She said, if it's not looking in the right place, that's not her. I said, did you have anything to do with this? I could see how scared she was of the truth. We're talking about a little baby. Is that bad? I knew information that no one else knew. Knowing Casey Anthony did ruin my life. I've never told this story before. I would spend most of my time counting bricks on the walls and just wondering what I ever did to deserve to end up in a 6x4 jail cell. And the only thing that I had was time. It's still very difficult to talk about. I have lost everything. In 2008, Robin Adams didn't have it all. A lovely home near Orlando, Florida. 2 children she adored from a previous relationship. A police officer husband to whom she'd only been married 1 month. But that all changed when an undercover state revealed her husband was operating an illegal marijuana growing business. When he was arrested, Robin went down with him. She was convicted on drug and weapons charges, her first offense, and was sentenced to 10 years behind bars. It is here she will meet one of America's most infamous inmates. Life will take a very strange turn. My name is Robin McDonnell, formerly Robin Adams, arrested July 21st, 2008, and I was incarcerated with Casey Anthony. July 16th, 2008. It's been a month since her daughter's disappearance, and Casey Anthony's arrest becomes a major media event. She is charged with giving false statements to police regarding the disappearance of 2-year-old Haley. The trial of Casey Anthony will become one of the most followed cases in modern American history, resulting in a verdict that is hotly debated to this day. Robin Adams, who arrives at the Orange County Jail just a week after Casey Anthony's arrival, little is known about the pretty young inmate she only gets glimpses of at first. I didn't even know who she was at first. I remember seeing The Search and George and Cindy tweeting on television, on all the news channels, to just bring their granddaughter home.
We know Kaylee's alive, we know she's out there, and we're not giving up.
Casey was never the focus. To Robin, Casey Anthony is just one of roughly 380 inmates. Younger than most, perhaps. Attractive. Physically fit. But Robin notices early on how Casey seems to be singled out as a target by other inmates.
People would scream at her, call her names, and I never did that. I would just wave to her. I was upstairs and she was downstairs, and we were across from each other. And she would wave to me, and then I would wave back, and we just ask each other if you're doing okay. You know, with hand signals, like, are you okay? And then I would say yes, and then back and forth.
According to jail policy, Casey Anthony is not supposed to have any communication with other inmates because she's in protective custody. So Robin is surprised and flattered when Casey goes beyond mere courtesy to take personal interest in her.
I don't know why she took a liking to me. She was out one morning, and she just signaled to me that she wrote me, and she put it in a book. And then she held up the book and showed it to me.
As an inmate at the Orange County Jail, Robin has limited access to news outlets.
So no connection is made to the mysterious young stranger trying to send her a secret note. I wasn't really sure what her deal was. Besides, Robin is preoccupied with her own nightmare for escape. When I got sentenced to a minimum mandatory 10 years, 120 months, that was the first and the only time that I had ever even entertained the thought of suicide. Yeah. I had never been in trouble before, never been arrested, never sat in a jail cell. And because of who my husband was, they were not willing to be lenient on me at all. All hopes of me going home to my children are gone for 10 years. Gone. My kids were going to grow up without me and not have a mom. This is what today. The haunting memories come flooding back for Robin.
So this is, you can see under here where people have pictures taped and they have, either toothpaste or something holding their pictures up so when they lean back that they can see their family. You can still see that where the paint is just peeling off because over time so many pictures have been taken down and put up. God, I remember I used to have so many pictures of my kids. And I would lay down and I would just stare at them and stare at them. I just prayed that I would go home. I never thought that I would do so much time.
In such confinement, inmates yearn for communication and develop crude methods to do so.
Inmates would talk to each other through the vents. They would stand on something to reach the vent. Usually it was over the toilet, and that would echo throughout every cell. Casey used to complain a lot about her not being able to sleep because people would talk in the vents, and of course the sound travels. Everybody heard your business. Everybody heard what you were talking about.
Everyone, including the guards.
My name is Sylvia Gonzalez, formerly known as Sylvia Hernandez. I was the correctional officer that worked at the Orange County Jail, where Casey Anthony was housed. I was the first correctional officer to receive her. They told me she was high profile. They just brought her in. They sat her down at the table. She tried to cross her legs, but she couldn't because of the shackles. And she looked at me with a blank stare. She waited until I was done with my paperwork. And then I unshackled her. I took her cuffs off, and I gave her her stuff. She went in her room. She sat down and didn't say a word.
In the interest of safety, Sylvia makes a habit of researching every inmate that comes in. That includes both Casey Anthony and Robin Adams.
I look up every inmate that comes into my dorm to see what I'm working with. Casey Anthony, I didn't even know who she was. I thought she was just a regular inmate until I looked her up.
Sylvia discovers that Casey Anthony, still just a suspect in her daughter's disappearance, lied to investigators when questioned, sending them on a wild goose chase that ends nowhere.
She lied to the cops. She lied to her parents. I was like, this beautiful girl, how can she, kill her daughter? Robin stood out to me because when she came in, she was a hot mess. With her head down, crying. You couldn't really see her eyes. That's how swollen her eyes were. And without even looking her up, without even knowing her, I had this feeling like she shouldn't be there.
This one officer was different. Nothing like the other guards or officers. She was very encouraging and let you know that she cared about you as an individual, not just an inmate.
I am not God to judge. If you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. And Robin Adams never disrespected me.
3 women brought together by fate to a place sealed off from the outside world, where secrets
began to emerge. Their lawyer-client relationship was a bit too friendly for my taste. And while Robin learns the kind of stranger she's been assigned to is the mother of the much-publicized missing toddler, she has no reason to suspect foul play. But by the time Casey becomes the most hated woman in America, Robin already under her spell.
Sit down and then go back to the car. You should have done what you used to tell.
Sounds like you need a drink that's loaded to the last bite.
Certain HPV-related cancers?
You're not welcome here.
Get out of my face. HPV can cause certain cancers when your child grows up. Get in its way.
Am I still streaming?
It can affect males and females.